39% of the shares of Lloyd's are owned by the taxpayer. But the bank said the increase in mortgage lending was helped by the government's funding for lending scheme. So mortgage lending increased to £14.5 billion in the first half, up from £12.3 billion in the same 6 months last year. So £2 billion increase in mortgage lending. And they're crediting this funding for lending scheme. So it is the government's funds which boosted the earnings of Lloyd's, which now we're celebrating because the government owns Lloyd's as well.
Right. Another word for that is Ponzi scheme. And just like Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme, or you call it the straw man, is buying the shares in this case. The straw man being Osborne, he's buying his own shares. Same thing in the Bank of England. They issue bonds that they themselves buy back in the open market. So that is a classic definition of a Ponzi scheme. They're inflating this enormous real estate share bubble, the thing that got them into trouble in 2008. Instead of reforming the banks, they simply attempt and have succeeded so far in blowing a bigger bubble. If they wanted to increase the wages of people in the UK, they could do one very simple thing: increase the wages of people in the UK. Simply double the minimum wage. You don't have to go through the machinations of manipulations through the Bank of England, pay some foreign hockey puck damage to the brain Mark Carney to come in there and spew a lot of lies on the BBC and take a lot of money that he's going to distribute to his buddies in the banking industry, claiming he's going to increase jobs and minimum wage. He's a liar sack of poop. All you need to do, actually, I tell you what, throw the banks under the bus instead of the population and just raise the minimum wage. Where are you going to get the money for that? The Bank of England at 0% interest rates. Why don't the people have a bank that they can call their own? Why only bank fraudsters like Lloyd's, HSBC, Royal Bank of Scotland, Barclays? Why do they only have a pet central bank and a little pet Mark Carney? Ruff, 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 ruff. I'm a little banking pet. Ruff, ruff, ruff. I'm Mark Carney. I got damage to my brain because I took too many hockey pucks when I was a goalie in Canada. Ruff, 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 ruff. Why don't the people have a central bank? Why?